Hello. This is going to be me pretty much reviewing all of the manga and the anime that I talked about last time. I think there's a possibility that I might have to separate them and just put the anime in a separate video and then just talk about manga in this one, because I never really know how much I'm going to say. But we'll roll with it, see how it goes. I don't have a lot of the books with me anymore just because I had to return them. That's the downside about library books. But I'm gonna start off with the one that I just want to get the fuck out of the way because I fucking hated it, which was Angel Beats. I did not connect with this story at all. I didn't want to read it. I couldn't get over like how mean that chick was like in the beginning, and it just seemed to serve like no fucking purpose why she was such a raging bitch. Like, I don't mind sarcastic asshole characters. I am one. I appreciate them very much. However, there's a very fine line between being a dick who's just mean for no reason and being a sarcastic asshole, and I felt like she was the former, and I don't play that shit, and I don't really like reading characters who are mean for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, if you serve as the villain in a story, then yeah, you're supposed to be mean, but that was not her purpose in the manga, as so I thought. Maybe the anime is better. I'll see if I can find that and try watching it, but in my opinion, the manga's no. I will not be reading it, which works out because my library only had volume 1, so hey, I'm really glad I don't have to worry about getting my heart broken by falling in love with that story and not being able to find volume 2 anywhere. So then next is After School Charisma. Read volumes 1 through 3, and really solid. It's not like I think one of my favorite things I've ever read. It doesn't make me want to have to like rush out to the library and get the next volume right now, but it definitely fucking pops off in volume 3. Like, you read volume 1 and you're like, okay, this is a cool story. Sets everything up. Volume 2 kind of gives you more hints here and there about shit's going down and like things aren't right, and you're like, okay, this is a little suspect. And then volume 3, just you're at this expo, and then shit just fucking goes down, and you're like, well, now we're at 11. this is where we're at, and it's a really fun ride, and I look forward to continuing to read the series and finish it. It's just nothing that I wasn't like so caught up in it that I was like, oh my god, I have to go out and rent all of the other volumes right now. But it's something I look forward to continue reading. And Fruits Basket, I'm looking at my notes because I originally had written my notes on my phone, and then I realized how fucking dumb of me that was because I film on my phone, so I was like, okay, we'll fix this. And so then I put it on my computer. But I read Fruits Basket Volume 1, which was fucking adorable. That was a true adjective to use for that story. It's about this girl named Toru who pretty much, her mom dies and then she goes to live with her grandpa. And her grandpa pretty much tells her that while their house is being remodeled, she has to live with a friend. Well, instead of that, Toru decides that she's going to be independent someday anyway, so she might as well start now. So she goes and lives in a tent somewhere and just squats on somebody's land. And I thought that was really cool. I really like strong female characters who aren't passive in their story. They're actively trying to live their lives, and she's very kind. She's very upbeat. She's a really good person, and she's really enjoyable to read, and she kind of makes you feel like you're a better person for reading her, if that makes sense. So then she finds these boys that go to school with her see her like walking to her tent, and they're like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Like, why is she on our property? There's nothing out here. So they go and they find her, and they find her tent. And she's like, can I rent a camping space from you? You know, I'm not looking for a handout or anything. And they're like, we're not going to let you sleep out in this tent. So they invite her in, and pretty much they say that you can stay here if you agree to do all the housework for us. She is just fine with this arrangement. She wants to be able to pay her own way. And there's kind of a love triangle blossoming, it seems like, between her and then two of the other boys in the house. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes, because you never really know which one they're gonna pick in manga. It's always a fucking surprise. Every time I think that I have a handle on what way the cards will fall, I am always fucking wrong. So if we're ever like at a casino and I tell you to bet on something, bet on the fucking opposite, because that's my luck. But I'm excited to read volume 2. It's a really fun story, you know what I mean? And yeah, so the big thing about them is that, and this isn't like a spoiler really, because it's on the back of the fucking manga. I just didn't read the back of the fucking manga. But they all are, the 12 people in this family are possessed by the vengeful spirits of the Chinese zodiac, and when they are hugged by a person of the opposite gender, they transform into their animal. So hilarious things ensue because she lives with them, and when she gets upset, she hugs them, and never seems to fucking remember that this is a bad thing to do. So she does it in public, and then after a while they revert back to their human form, but they're butt-ass naked. So she's like, oh no, and it's really funny and it's really cute. But I recommend reading it if you are looking for like a fun, upbeat shoujo that doesn't really have too dark of a theme. Like if you don't like supernatural, well, I shouldn't say that because it is supernatural. It's just not like dark supernatural. You know what I mean? Like the darkest thing about it is that they're possessed by these spirits, but it's not like Berserk, or it's not, Black Butler. It's not that type of dark supernatural. It's just more fluffy and cute is what I would say. So check out Fruits Basket. Blackbird, I think I read volumes 1 through 6. I fucking ate that shit up like candy trash. Like, oh my god. That's not, it's still a shoujo in the sense that it's targeted primarily for female audiences, but there's no love triangle. Like, it's not, the romantic tension isn't focused on what boy the girl will pick. It's more focused on how the two main characters are going to make their relationship work, since she's a human and he's a demon, and there's all this mystery surrounding the marriage between the demon and the Senka maiden, who's the bride of prophecy. And what the fuck happens, like, if she gets pregnant and has a kid? Like, does she die? Does she turn into a demon? I don't fucking know, because they're doing a really good fucking job of keeping this a secret. And the next time I go to the library, I am absolutely picking up volume 7 and on, because I need to know, and I'm tired of pussyfooting around. Fucking tell me, because I need to know. Then, Akame ga Kill. Fuck, I found volume 1, so I was able to start with volume 1, and I still have volume 2 to read. I was so surprised by what this manga was about. I did not realize that it was about this group of assassins that are just fucking fighting the good fight and trying to rip out corruption at its source. I don't know how long ago Akame ga Kill was written and was made, but if you haven't read it, or if you read it and haven't read it in a while, reread it now, because it's really interesting to read with like the current political and economic dialogue that's going on right now. And I hate authority. Like, I hate fucking being told what to do. It makes the baby hairs on my neck stand up and revolt. And this is, like, Akame ga Kill is pretty much about a group of assassins that say, we're not gonna fucking take this anymore. The capital is corrupt from the inside out, and it's corrupted by people with wealth and people with authority that have just completely forgotten how to treat people. They think that anyone below them is cattle, essentially, and just there for their own amusement. And yeah, that's not the way things fucking go. So fucking, I'm all about burning down the establishment and creating a new world order, and that's what this is about, which is fucking awesome. I never thought I would find a manga about that. So, right on. Princess Jellyfish. So I went into this totally blind. Like, I had no idea what it was about. I had no idea what it was going to be drawn like besides the art on the front. This is this is a really weird, quirky, and interesting story. It's fucking hilarious, and however, I don't know if, to be quite honest, I don't know if you'd enjoy it if you were a man. Like, this is not marketed for dudes at all. There is no action whatsoever. It's pretty much about it centers on one girl, but she lives in this house full of other girls that are equally as socially awkward and nerdy as she is. And they actually use a lot of terms that I had to look up because I had no idea what they meant. Like, on the first page, she refers to herself as a fujoshi, which is apparently a kind of a pejorative term used to describe girls that read yaoi mangas, which are like mangas that focus on male romantic relationships. So it's just this whole house of girls that are obsessed with gay romance, which is obviously totally fine, but it's just funny because they are so painfully awkward in social situations and they look like social outcasts. Like, they don't, like, their hair is frizzy, they have glasses, they have like kind of unkempt eyebrows and things like that. And it's just really cute. And the main girl is obsessed with jellyfish. She walks by this jellyfish or this fish store, I think, and realizes that these two jellyfish are kept in the same tank, and one of them is going to slowly kill the other because that's how nature works. So she tells the store clerk, who happens to be like this beautiful, fashionable man, and she freezes, and it's fucking hysterical. But then this really pretty girl comes by and helps her, and hilarity ensues from there. And let me tell you, I'm so fucking glad that I went into this blind, because the one panel in the whole fucking book probably made me laugh for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes straight. Like, I'm so happy that was not spoiled for me, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Do yourself a favor, and if you want to read it, don't read anything about it. Don't Wikipedia, don't Tumblr, don't do none of that shit. Just go out and see if your library has it, or if you want to buy it yourself on Barnes & Noble, but just don't read anything about it. Just start reading it. I promise you, by like the end of the 3rd page, you will just slip into this really fun, nostalgic ride, and you will be more than happy to let them take you wherever they want to go, because it's really cute, and it's really heartwarming, and it's just a fun-ass read, which is what I tend to look for, you know, in manga. Oh shit, fuck yeah, that was, no, lies. I started reading Alice in Murderland, just as deranged and as dark as I was expecting it to be. Even more so, because holy shit, you gotta be a cold ass bitch to pit your family members against each other. Pretty sure their mom is the devil, some type of demon, and then she explains what she actually is, and you're like, this makes sense, because you ain't got no soul. But I'm so excited to keep reading this, and I found volume 2 at the library. I was like, this is the day of cat right now. Shit, I got so lucky. Yeah, that was the manga that I read, and it says this is almost 14 minutes long, so I'm definitely going to have to do the anime in a separate video, but that's cool, because this way, if you only wanted to watch one or the other, now you can, and you have the option to pick. And if you want to keep hanging out with me and talk about anime, that's rad, and watch the next video. If not, see you later. See you the next time. It's Friday, and I'm probably gonna fucking order me some Pizza Hut, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, have fun on your Friday and whatever it is that you choose to do, and I will catch you later.